All right, guys, today I'm going to show you a little bit different picture of how the industry has changed as far as demand in the last 12 months to a year. So check this out. This is across several different manufacturers. It's a big difference than what I was showing you guys a year ago. So let's do this. All right, guys, check this out. Every direction I look, F-150s, Expeditions, old Explorers, Bronco Sports, got Edges. We've got Raptors, Shelter Green, super popular truck, especially in a 37 package, which this is exactly a 37 package. Shockingly, good looking truck. I do like Shelter Green. I almost went with that color myself, but oh my gosh, look right next to it. So you got 37 package Shelter Green next to a standard 35 package next to an XLT. Looks good. I don't know if it's sold or not, but you can see now, bed liner. Here's something I'm really curious on. Check out this. That's really interesting. I noticed this coating looks way different on the shocks than what was on my 24 Raptor. I wonder if Ford is realizing they've got an issue with that. Interesting. Check out the front solenoid. It looks like it's got a different coating. Man, that's really good. I'm curious to see what the build date is on this truck. 6/25. Okay. I'm wondering if Ford has recognized this problem they had. I'm really glad to see that, but that is a sharp looking truck. 37 package truck looks sweet. I'm still not sure I like the bead locks on the 37 package truck, but I like the modular construction front end. Shelter gray looks green, looks sweet. But point of what I want to kind of show you today is this is the most inventory I've seen at this dealership that I've been driving past for 15 years now. And I've seen everything, a huge inventory of everything in all trim groups. I bet you they've got at least 50 new Super Duties on the lot. And I just noticed it's not just XLs or XLTs. I'm seeing all kinds of different things. I'm seeing Platinums, I'm seeing Trimmers, gas, diesel, Broncos galore. I'm seeing Broncos now piling up everywhere. Got the Escapes. It's a work truck. Got a Platinum trimmer. Let's see if this is gas or diesel. That is a high output diesel. Very nice. Scary on how much this bad boy is going to be. $102,000, and it's an F-250. Inventories are piling up. Lots of Super Duties now. I think I just read there's a rebate available on the new Super Duties. So you got more stacked back there, more around the corner. Look at this, another Raptor available. I think this might be, yes, this is black. Okay, wow, here's what's interesting. Proof of what's going on. This truck has been sitting here for 6 months. That is a brand new Raptor 24 model year sitting for 6 months. Interesting, right? More Broncos, Sasquatch packages, soft tops, hard tops, Badlands, doesn't matter. Here's a Lariat, new F-150, nice looking truck. Curious what motor this has got. I'm trying to look for trends right now. This is a 5.0 truck built 3 months ago, sitting. This one's built a month ago, 3.5 power boost. So what does this tell me? Money must be drying up. People must not be spending money like they were, because I have not seen volume like this. And I'm starting to see a ton of the new 25 Explorers. I really like the new Explorer. I think the front end looks really sharp on it. The fascia thing looks sweet. They did a great job updating it. It's not a huge upgrade, but it is nice. But here's another Super Duty, F-250. It still blows my mind that someone would go get a Super Duty F-250 long bed diesel. I don't know why you just wouldn't get a 350, and especially one that has the overload leaf springs. It's just a bizarrely built truck. Build date. So that's an 8-month-old truck built in October of 2023. Almost a year old. That is wild. This is telling me, and I just saw some announcements that year-over-year truck sales were down 7% on Super Duty, which is surprisingly weird considering it's a whole new truck. And you would think that it'd be selling better. Big Bin Sasquatch available. Mavericks. Curious to see if this is a hybrid, because this is a hybrid. It's sure enough, this is a hybrid. These trucks are supposed to be super high demand. Built 3 months ago. What in the world is going on? These trucks were like impossible to get. And here's a hybrid available. More ST 2025 Explorers. Look down this row of what we've got. Now look what we got here. Ranger Raptor in white. Looks pretty sweet. Not sure what I think about the graphics, but a pretty sweet ride regardless. Build date, it's about 3 weeks old, so it might already have someone tagged for this one, but Pretty sweet truck nonetheless. Speaking of the graphics though, I find this very interesting. There's only graphics on one side of the truck. Is there something missing, or is it just only doing that graphics on the driver's side? Check this out. XL, STX, XL. This looks like this could be a Lariat actually, next to a King Ranch. So we got XLs, STXs, Lariats, trimmers in a King Ranch, more Lariats, STX. Let's see the build date on this. 5 months ago. High output. Now, more interesting stuff. I continue to be surprised. Why do people buy F-250 diesels in a short bed crew cab? I don't get it. Why would you not get a 350? You got less payload. It's just $800 difference, but that's a pretty desirable truck. I mean, the King Ranch is a sick ride, beautiful interior. These trucks are all available. There's just keep going. There's dozens of them here. Just a ton of Expeditions, every trim level, just a bunch of them. Look at that, another hybrid Maverick. But then I thought, you know, maybe it's just Ford. Tons of Yukons. The Yukon has been high demand for years. They've even got an, well, they do. They even have a Hummer there in a pretty interesting color. The new Avenir, that's supposed to be pretty popular. They've even got a bunch of the new Acadias here. That's a sweet new ride, and it's available. Another one right next to it, another one. Brand new, all redesigned vehicle available. Here's another and another. This is interesting. Seeing a trend here? But I mean, GMC trucks have been selling really good, right? I mean, they can't have hardly any inventory. Just keeps going and going and going and going. Just everywhere. I mean, these are AT4Xs. These are high demand. Denali's, AT4s, Denali Ultimates, bunch of Denalis, Elevations down there. So clearly it's not just a Ford problem. These guys are loaded up with Wranglers all the way down. It doesn't matter trim platform. We go Mojaves, Gladiators, Rubicons, Willys, all the way into Grand Cherokees, Compasses, L's. I have not seen this dealership so freaking packed. They're running out of room to keep stuff. Now, I was just here a year ago, same dealership lot, and they had like literally only 2 to 3 rows of vehicles here. Now, everywhere you look goes all the way down to the end. They got them parked around there. And it's interesting is basic Laredos all the way up to, what do we got? High trim levels. Doesn't matter. Compasses. What's wild is I think the Grand Cherokee and Grand Cherokee L is a beautiful looking midsize SUV. It might even be my favorite one, but they're just not selling. They're not moving these things. L's, regular Grand Cherokees, a ton of inventory. There's got to be, just in this parking lot alone, a few hundred. And just look, Gladiators, Wranglers, 4XEs, Mojaves. Doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the option. Huge amount of inventory. They got these things so jammed in here, you can't even literally drive through here. They got so many vehicles. But I mean, Chrysler and Ram stuff's got to be selling, right? These guys got a pretty good surplus of HD trucks. Bunch of 24 Ram 1500s, E-Torque, and the standard output Cummins. Bunch of Durangos. No surprise in the Dart. These things are super expensive. Look at all these things. Ton of 1500s. Yup, just keeps going down all the way down there. All the way around here. And more there. So we're seeing definitely a slowdown in the half-ton truck segment. You want to know why? Right there, $70,000 for a Laramie. $1,500. You can get an RHO for less money than a Laramie. I just don't get it. What about full-size HDs? Sweet looking truck right there. That's a gas, it looks like, not a Duramax. Duramax next to it. A bunch of HD 2500s, 3500s, low trim level, high trim level. These are available. Another ZR2. Those things are sweet. A bunch of the new Traverse. 4 of them right there. A ton of the new, I think that's the electric Blazer. I gotta see which model that is. 1500s for days. Just a bunch of them everywhere. And then a bunch of Traxxas. A bunch of Colorado. This is the Z71. I love that color, looks sweet. They got a ton. A bunch of these are available. Even a ZR2. So people are saying the Cadillac Lyriq is selling. Holy cow. These guys must have 100 of them. This is just the first row of like 5 of them. and just another row of HD trucks, Sierras. And what's interesting is you're seeing SLEs, SLTs, all the way into Denali's and AT4. So it's clearly across the board, we're seeing an inventory pileup, which it's been a while since we'd actually see trucks of this caliber sitting on dealership lots. It's continued proof that these things are just not selling. Even all the way to just simple work trucks. And then you got an AT4X AEV edition to a single cab truck. Tons of inventory. This is not specific to the engine. I've seen 5.3s, there's a 6.2 AEV next to a Denali. I mean, just nothing seems to be selling. I know some people are not about electric, I get it, but dude, that thing looks sick. I like the flat matte color on there. But look, these are all the low cost Buicks that are available in the market today. And there's a bunch of them, easily 100. I mean, this was the hottest mid-size truck a year ago. And we got the AT4X next to the AT4X, but I think this is like the Bison package one. This thing looks sweet. Yes, where is it at? AEV edition. Okay, Desert Sand Metallic. But I mean, look at that, $69,000 for a mid-size truck. Looks sweet. Big money though. Next to a Denali, next to just an Elevation, next to another AT4. So are you seeing a trend here? A bunch of great dealers. I just went by. Everybody's probably trying to do everything they can, but there is inventory, guys, everywhere. I mean, the Toyota dealership, they had 6 new Tacomas, at least a dozen of the Tundras. And that's not normal for a lot of Michigan dealers because they don't typically carry a lot of Toyota inventory. It's just not a big market for Toyotas in this state. It's pretty heavy on the big 3, but you can clearly tell there is a change in the market right now and people are not buying. So the real question is, what should you do? We're gonna be talking about that on some future videos, but honestly, what I'd say right now is like the Braveheart scene, hold, hang tight. It's only gonna get better. I'm convinced of it. So the question is what to do? Well, in my opinion, I like that Braveheart scene where you've got Mel Gibson at the front line telling the troops, and they're all itching to go. Hold, guys, hold. This is not the time. Wait till the rebates start, and it's coming and it's already started, but it's gonna get better. These manufacturers are gonna have to either throttle down production or offer big rebates to move inventory. We're gonna start seeing what they're gonna do. And my feelings are, we're gonna see rebates sooner rather than later because Ford's already offering $2,000 rebates on the new Super Duty, and I haven't seen that in several years. So anyhow, if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe. Have a good one.